one of the most spectacular drives that we have maybe ever taken.
Hey there, we're Crystal and Eric, corporate remote workers, property photographers, and full-time van lifers. We like traveling off the beaten path and finding hidden gems along the way. If you like that too, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more.
Welcome to Southern Colorado. We are so excited for this video because, as you know, if you've been following this journey, if you haven't, go start from the beginning right now. We are two East Coasters. Eric is a Jersey boy and I am from Pennsylvania, and we have not driven out west. So you are seeing all of our first reactions live, and this video is going to break down how exactly we've gotten here without having a panic attack.
And that has nearly happened. I'm going to be honest with you.
A couple of times.
Yeah, more than once. I would say that I've been like a low-grade boil of nervousness heading throughout Colorado, just seeing the Rocky Mountains on my right, knowing that I'm going to have to cross those at some point. And I learned something valuable about myself, guys, coming out here. And that's what travel's for, right? I am truly terrified, truly irrationally terrified of driving mountain passes.
And I want to give you some credit because just a few months ago, Eric would say that dirt roads aren't real roads. So realizing that he has a fear of mountain passes has actually let him come around on dirt roads. You are now a fan of dirt roads. You're okay with them.
I love them. I love dirt. I love gravel. All of those count as roads. I'll take them happily back into my life, as long as I never, ever have to do a mountain pass as long as I live.
So yesterday we actually did our quote first mountain pass that was externally validated by the person at our campsite here.
I did what a guy said was a mountain pass. I said I came in that way. He said, oh, the pass, that's a beautiful, beautiful way in. I was like, sure it was, because I do mountain passes. I did it! And I didn't pass out because I was so afraid or nothing like that.
But we did not cross it without meticulous planning, mostly on Eric's side, to make sure he felt comfortable driving those roads. So what we're going to do is we're going to take you through quite possibly the craziest road trip that we've ever taken and tell you how you can avoid the mountain passes, or at least the big scary mountain passes.
That's right. A lot of people online, if you're nervous about driving over these things, will tell you, oh, it's fine, don't worry about it. They'll give you tips on how to do it. We're here to say, duck them. Don't do it. You don't need to. And you could still see a lot of really cool stuff, high value stuff, if you're a lowlander.
Ah, look at that.
See?
There we go.
Stand with that wide stance,
yeah,
you
so
know?
you can
Gotta get down a
level.
little bit. All right, so the first leg of your journey, as you are skirting around the Rockies and not going directly over them, is down I-25 and then heading west through 160.
This drive, we're taking the low road. We're not taking the quote scenic areas, so I didn't expect a lot from it. And this first leg absolutely blew my mind.
You see the Spanish peaks. They hit you right from I-25. Oh my God! They take your breath away. I don't think I'll ever forget seeing them for the first time.
No, I think this is truly my favorite drive that we've done to date, which I think is saying a lot because we've driven all over the country. But the Spanish peaks, they're just so menacing on the horizon, and you're like, how far am I seeing? Like, are they 100 miles away? Are they 50 miles away? And then you're just getting closer and closer and closer until eventually you start turning around them and you're like, oh no, we're gonna go through this mountain area.
Yeah, you might think you're gonna have to drive right at them. That's what it kind of seems like from the drive, but you're not. Don't worry about it. It gets you really close to the base of them. There's a nice pull-off for like to have a picnic if it's not the windiest day in the world. So that is a treat on the way down south, and then you're heading west on 160. It is a really nice and beautiful and manageable mountain drive. Take it from somebody who is terrified of them. it was really a beautiful and pleasant drive.
It was, and then it will eventually take you through a small town. I think the town is Blanca, and it sits right below Blanca Peak, which is another very nice peak that was worth seeing. And eventually you will hit the Great Sand Dunes National Park. So that's a great stop off too if you're interested in that.
We were definitely going to do this with Crystal's crutches. We are so dead set on doing the sand surfing that we were like, we're going to cancel it. We're not even going to deal with this until we can do that.
I can't even see them because I'm just going to be upset that I can't go up them and slide down them and do the sand surfing. So yeah, with the crutches, that was out of the picture, but we did pull off.
Right?
Yeah, you can, and we did pull off and take some really nice pictures just of, like, there was kind of a school bus underneath Blanca Peak, and it just looked so cool. Maybe you can pop some of those pictures up.
Oh, definitely, for sure. So then you continue on into Alamosa. That is where we camp for the night, and we will pick back up with you for the next leg tomorrow. So after you leave Alamosa, you do get to see some of the cooler stuff on the drive, including a show-stopping view of the Rio Grande River. Or Grande. I hope you say Grande. I want to say Grande. People
I was
say
just
Grande.
going to say, as a Spanish speaker, it is absolutely killing me that people say the Rio Grande. Just tell me, why do you go to Starbucks and order a Grande, but you can't say Rio Grande?
It's what it should be, guys.
It's just killing me. So yeah, we haven't decided which one we're gonna settle on yet. But you do have the river here, and it is actually amazing. So it cuts through this land really, really deep below where you are actually standing, and it's just unlike anything I've ever seen.
It looks like the Grand Canyon. It's that scale. There is controversy online as to whether this is the highest bridge in the United States. It's over 600 feet above the water.
Is it really?
Yeah. And you're allowed to just walk out onto it, and it's just a sidewalk. Like, the cars, there's no guardrail between you and the cars. It's crazy.
I would actually really like to walk it if I wasn't on crutches right now. I just said I feel like I'm missing out, and I have a little bit of a fear. I have a fear of falling. I don't have a fear of heights, but I have a fear of falling. And I feel like me wanting to do this would be like a big breakthrough. So damn these crutches. I'm kind of mad at them.
I guess we'll have to come back this way.
We will. Also, right before, if you were taking this exact route, right before you hit the bridge, we also pass these really cool, like, half underground, half above ground homes.
I think it's called Earthship.
Is it called Earthship?
Mm-hmm.
It's called Earthship. We were passing right around 4 o'clock, and we looked up, and 4 o'clock is when the self-guided tours stop for the day. So we weren't able to stop and take a tour, and I'm kind of upset about it because they look very cool. They seem to have a very genuine mission, which I also really like. So yeah, if you come before 4, maybe go take a tour and let us know how it is.
Yeah, and it looks a little like a cult. So like, be prepared to see, like, you see these homes on the horizon, you're like, oh, what is that? They look so different and so unique. I would love to hear more about it. So if you guys go, drop a comment, let us know, what is it like in the Earthship, and should we go?
All right, but the road trip from here continues on. We are getting closer to our destination of Taos. We just have to tackle that bridge.
Let's go. You want to hold it this time?
No.
So after marveling at the Rio Grande Canyon and taking the super high bridge, you are treated with one of our favorite stops so far, potentially on this entire west road trip, Taos, New Mexico.
Taos is super cool. It was actually a recommendation from someone at a restaurant that we ate at in Colorado Springs. So shout out to Alex, because he was not wrong. This place is absolutely sick. So getting to Taos, you start to see some of the architecture change, and it's more of this adobe Pueblo style. And when we got here, I think this is easily the best example, or the most preserved example, of indigenous history that we have ever seen. And it's been just so cool to learn about the Pueblo communities that are still here, whose ancestors were here 1,000 years ago, and just to see the culture, but also that influence on the town and the architecture. Like, I'm blown away.
It's incredible. We tried to go to Taos Pueblo, which is the longest continuously habitated community in the United States.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they were closed today, so we'll definitely have to come back and see that. But man, just driving up to it, you can kind of see its influence all over town. So
It's awesome.
You can tell it's something special, and if you are also interested in visiting the community, check out their website. It has a lot of good information about them. They do hold regular hours because it is an active live community that is still a part of the Pueblo culture. So you are a visitor, you know, a bit of a foreigner coming into their land, and it's very important that you respect, you know, everything that they're asking you to respect. One of those things is that they will just randomly close. So if there, I believe, is a celebration or a death or something like that, they will close to visitors. Maybe something like that happened today, so unfortunately we don't get to see it, but it is a super cool thing that you can do here in Taos.
So make sure you give yourself enough time and flexibility, so in case it's closed, you can go the next day. But luckily, while you wait, you can check out the broader town of Taos, which this place has just been a joy to walk around and just check out the vibe. Also, the people have been incredibly welcoming and fun to talk to as well.
There are these signs around that say Taos is art, and it's kind of silly at first because you're like, well, yeah, it's beautiful. But when you walk around, you're like, no, this place is absolute art. We stopped in a few of the art stores, got to chat with some of the owners, and it is just so cool the way that people love the community here and really give back to the community, specifically with the art scene. So if you like art, this is definitely going to be a place you want to come.
So we're going to definitely be coming back here, but for now, we're continuing our pathway through the low roads down from the Colorado Rockies, and now we're going to take the actual low road, they call it, from Taos to Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Wish us luck.
I hate doing this wide stance. That's the stance. Now we can be on camera together. So taking the low road from Taos, you are treated with one of the most spectacular drives that we have maybe ever taken.
It was really beautiful. You do cut through the mountains, but in a not scary way.
In a fun way, even
Yeah.
for someone who has been afraid of them. Like, I was like cheering.
But it follows the Rio Grande the almost entire way. So the view, specifically when you're heading to Santa Fe as a passenger on the right side, you just have incredible views of the river, and we saw white water rafters or whatever they're called. It was really cool.
Tell us if you would do that. We both determined that we are too chicken to try that, but it looks like they were having a lot of fun down there, as scary as maybe falling out of a boat and hitting your head on a rock may be.
Yeah, I don't want to die in water.
That's
It
just
feels like in my control to not die in water, so I'm just gonna live my life in that way.
a life unaquatic.
Yes, exactly.
So now you've made it to Santa Fe. We have had an excellent time here in Santa Fe, New Mexico overall.
Oh, so cool.
Really loving it.
Yeah.
You've made it through the Rocky Mountains of Colorado with little to no incident. This is the most easy way that you can get from the Denver side all the way down and around. Now that we are free to set sail and head west over into Arizona and up into Utah, all those amazing places, without having to do any of those plus 10,000 foot mountain passes that
some people just don't want to do. Overall, we loved the drive. It was really great. Our nerves were still a little shot going into it because you just don't know what to expect. Hopefully this video makes you feel a little bit more comfortable, because we could have really used something like this when we were setting off. Continue to follow the channel for more. We are on the other side of the mountains. We're going to see what this side has to offer us. And
we got our warm weather,
Yeah.
cool southwestern outfits on. It's 80 degrees all of a sudden.
oh my god, it's
Like
so
this
nice.
video, subscribe to more and for more,
Yeah.
because we have a lot more cool western van life stuff coming.
All right, see you out there.
Bye.
Okay, also,
It's really scary. If this is a fear of yours, driving through the mountains, I really relate. This was really genuinely, we're making a helpful video about it, but it was really, really tough for me. So you're not alone in that feeling, and I hope this is helpful, because like Crystal said, this is something we wish we had. Feel free to reach out. We can commiserate about this. A lot of people might tell you it's not a big deal, but it certainly can feel like one, and that's all right. There are ways around and through, and we'll get there together.
Aw, I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I wasn't scared at all.
That's okay. It's okay that you are, because I am. All right, see you later.